However,
Yeah.
I would advise you not to do or say anything that would betray Lady Kyokyo.
Hello?
The last thing I want is to get on your bad side, Lady Hongyang.
Today we're getting into episode 8 of Apothecary Diaries. I am super excited to see hopefully a little bit more tension between Jinchi and Maomao. I've been waiting on it. I'm hoping that it's gonna happen because like they're basically about to go on this little date. Not really, but like they're about to go in that shrine together. Maybe they will have something go on. I don't know, who knows? And before we get started, if you don't mind giving me a like or a comment or anything, I really appreciate it. I'm just a small YouTube channel trying to grow something here, so I really appreciate you even clicking on this video. Okay, let's go ahead and get into it. Oh, we're starting off with some suspenseful music. Let me pull the hair back though. Oh God. Okay.
But this is the storage shed. Do you mean it? I can really stay in here?
Yes, think on your crime.
Does she like that? Is she excited?
Lady Yinghua, are you alright?
Oh yeah, she passed out.
I find out you're collecting those things and you ask if everything's all right? No, of course it's not! One day Lady Hongyang's going to kick you out of your room! You're going to end up in the storage shed!
That sounds preferable.
She likes it.
Significantly larger
She's
than
like,
where I'm
cool.
staying now, and I wouldn't have to be quiet at night.
Are you crazy?
It's
A
perfect.
little.
We should hurry
But
up
only
and
a
get
little
back.
crazy.
I have to go and ask Lady Hongyang.
But...
She's so excited.
where will you sleep?
Oh yeah, it's probably her like
What
dream house
is
with
all
all the
this?
herbs and everything.
Now reflect on what you've done.
Lady Hongyang.
You've no idea what this means!
She's so excited.
That goes here! This goes there! Didn't I tell you it would be
Maomao.
pointless? She loves it here.
We love her.
Right, Maomao?
Yes. There are many
Yeah.
advantages to living in there.
Yeah.
Just do us one favor.
She gets to
and
geek out.
promise, enough with collecting icky bugs, all right?
What bugs? I was busy gathering lizard tails that day, not insects. Besides, I stopped on account of your fainting
Still
episode.
kind of yucky.
Huh? That's not you? Because there's a rumor going around of a strange court lady catching bugs and cackling to herself.
That doesn't sound anything
Moths,
like
the
me.
glowing moths.
There was that one time I collected moths, but what sort of maniac laughs while...
Yeah, I was just thinking about that girl. Mm-hmm.
I have to clear my name.
Huh? A version lady?
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, I was like,
So, have you
someone
seen
brushing their
Shisui?
teeth or something? She's
Not
eating.
lately, but you know her popping up when you least expect it. Hey, friends! Do any of you know where Shisui is?
Shisui? I can't be sure, but I might have seen her.
Yeah? Come on, tell me! This is important! Well,
This is important. Why are they being
Right.
weird?
They're probably cautious because I directly serve a concubine.
Oh.
Now that I think about it, Xiaolan is the exception and doesn't mind openly talking to anyone.
True.
What can I bribe
Yeah.
them with? This ought to work. Depending on
What's
the
she got?
information I receive, I could give you this.
Here,
Oh.
you're still bleeding.
Oh.
I can't be the only one who knows that fragrance. Is it true? Does it really belong to him?
Oh my
I'll leave it to your
gosh.
imagination. So, are you going to tell me where Shisui is or not?
Ooh, we got like some cicadas.
And they said she's usually out in the thicket on the north side, but I think this was where I ran into her the last time too. Is this her favorite spot?
Where's she at? Oh, you
I
getting
should
stung
have
by
brought mosquito repellent with
mosquitoes?
me.
Yeah.
White blossom. So this is where they grow.
Okay. We got the white
When I was
blossoms
little,
back.
The courtesans and I used to collect seeds for these plants. Not to use for the powder and makeup. For making an abortion drug.
Ay, ay, ay. Yes, yes,
At
yes.
first, Sheen didn't wear any perfume. Since she was trying to take concubine Li Hua's place,
music.
it wouldn't be strange for her to avoid fragrances, which could lead to miscarriages.
Ah,
But that
tragic.
same woman brewed an abortive potion with such fervor, the smell clung to her.
Ooh, so
Thinking that's
sketchy.
why. It's not as if Lady Gyokyo is the only one who's receiving the Emperor's love. There's a good chance Lady Li Hua is pregnant as well.
Man, the
But
drama.
that wasn't the only unusual thing about the incident. To make the courtesan's brew, you need white blossom, as well as other ingredients like lantern plant, peony, balsam, and mercury.
Wow, you need a lot.
Other than the mercury, the remaining ingredients can be found.
I've definitely heard about mercury not being good.
Sheen could have harvested
I know that.
them there, but instead she chose to purchase them through the caravan. In short, she had no knowledge of medicine, and someone taught her how to make the poison. And that someone is probably still here in the rear.
And who is that? We got that old lady, but I don't think it's her. I feel like she's on our side. And here she is, trying to catch a cicada, cricket, or whatever the heck that is.
How rude.
There's no escaping me.
Little crickets, I think. Gross.
Shisui, I'm gonna need my head back.
Sorry about that, Maomao.
Don't worry.
Was it that yucky?
Looks like you had a successful hunt.
Yes.
The girl really loves bugs.
Yeah, she does. She's so cute. She's like, come sit. Come sit.
Since rust, this insect is actually native
Oh my
to the
gosh.
nation of the East, and they can make sounds by rubbing their wings
She's
together.
gotta like blurb all of her knowledge about this bug out.
Probably the only place you can find them, like the moths from the other night. I know, they look a lot like cockroaches, but they're a different species entirely, so there's nothing to worry about.
Oh
And
my
they're
gosh. You would think Maomao would be interested, honestly. What's going on? What's this?
What's that sound?
She's so like alarmed. What is this? Somebody royal?
If I'm not mistaken, that's the Empress Dowager.
Okay.
I saw her at the garden party last year. She's really young.
Cute earrings.
Hard to believe she's the Emperor's mother. Why are you hiding, Shisui?
How come
Guess
you
she
are?
had a baby early on.
It's kind of a reflex with me.
Maybe she's going to the clinic.
I'm sorry.
There's an unofficial one that's run by the court ladies around
Ooh.
here.
I meant why
An
there.
official.
Well, it was founded by the Empress Dowager.
I didn't realize that.
Of course, this was back when she had a whole lot of power. Despite that, her involvement was kept under wraps.
Huh. You don't say.
She's very compassionate. Everyone knows that.
Okay.
Also, I heard she was instrumental in outlawing slavery. And banning the practice of making eunuchs, too.
Okay.
Getting rid of slavery is good from a humanitarian perspective.
For sure.
But the question is, what constitutes a slave? There are the courtesans who use their bodies as collateral, which is
Ugh.
considered a part of their job.
Yeah.
However, from the outside,
pretty dark.
this could be viewed as a form of servitude. When the bans were
Got
announced,
that old lady.
the old lady said she felt a chill run down her spine. While on the face of it, slavery had been wiped out, everyone knows it's still alive and well under different names.
Well, I guess I'd better be heading off.
Okay, bye, girl.
I should probably get back soon. Don't want
Your
to be yelled at.
crickets.
I suppose I should get going, but... Now I'm wondering
Now
if the
she-
Empress Dowager visiting the clinic has anything to do with what happened at the Crystal
Yeah.
Pavilion the other day.
Now she gotta see what's up.
If she's on the case, the rear palace could see a big reform when it comes to medical systems. Well, I'd love to eavesdrop if that's the case.
Oh yes. Be a fly on the wall, girl. Get all that info.
Right. I've been causing a lot of trouble lately.
Do it over.
She's like, maybe I need to chill.
This is the third time. By
Lord.
this point, I would suspect I was being bullied, only...
Wipe those floors.
Yes!
Sweep harder.
The other ladies in waiting are getting
Why
the
is she
same
being so
treatment.
crazy?
Be extra careful this time. Don't leave a speck of dust behind.
What's going on?
Yeah.
Who's coming to
chill
visit?
out.
Welcome, Lady Usher. I'm honored.
It was the Empress
Hello?
Dowager!
I hope you're doing well.
Your compassion means the world to me.
So the Empress Dowager knows that Lady Gyokyo is pregnant.
Mm-hmm.
I guess she must be trustworthy.
Okay.
This feels more like two friends who are close in age than wife and mother-in-law.
You there. You're the lady-in-waiting whose employment was arranged by Jinshi.
Yes.
Hello?
That is correct. How does she know?
I heard about you from Suiren. She told me a girl worth training had gone back to the rear palace. Long ago, she used to be my lady-in-waiting.
Oh.
No surprise there. Turns out the wily attendant and the Empress Dowager are old friends.
Lady Usher, I must apologize, but I believe it's time for Lingley's nap. Hopefully you wouldn't mind
Gotta
if we
go.
excuse ourselves.
No, of course.
Is she gonna talk to Maomao?
What a perceptive
Dun
woman.
dun dun.
She'll go far. Sit. Please make yourself
Oh,
comfortable.
yes.
Yes.
She's like, we got some things to
I
discuss.
hear you have a talent for going around and solving problems.
Mm-hmm. She's here with a purpose.
I voice facts based on my limited pool of knowledge. I present whatever findings apply to a given situation.
What a way to put it.
Hopefully I didn't word that too bluntly. But I don't have a wild imagination, nor the knowledge my dad has.
Girl, you got
That's
tons
why
of
I
knowledge.
insist on letting her know beforehand. I'd feel uneasy if I didn't explain the way I go about things.
What you need, girl?
I appreciate your candor. I have my own request.
Here we
One
go.
that requires your insight. With your help, I wish to know whether I put a curse on the late Emperor.
What? And I oop? Okay. How does she not know if she put a curse on the Emperor?
A curse, huh? Perhaps it's natural for someone to think that way. To be honest, I haven't heard a single good thing about the Emperor. Just that he was a fool, an idiot ruler,
Maybe he deserves a
puppet of
curse.
the Empress. But the most widely used word would probably be pedophile.
Oh!
Taking a young wife for political reasons or collateral on a loan
Ew.
is not unheard of. However, the last Emperor deliberately chose the youngest girls available,
Oh.
despite being surrounded by women of a more appropriate age. The Empress Dowager has a scar
Yuck.
on her stomach. When she gave birth to the current Emperor, she still had not reached an age of maturity.
Poor
Hence,
thing.
the operation. The unfortunate doctor
Oh,
that helped
man.
with the surgery
Jeez.
and ultimately became a eunuch despite his service was Lorman, my adoptive father. And the current Emperor grew up strong and healthy, and the Empress Dowager later gave birth to a second son, the Imperial brother. If I remember correctly, he's 1 year older than me.
Wow.
The Empress Dowager must have been approaching 30 by then.
Jeez.
Obviously, she was no longer a little girl. That would mean... Is the Imperial brother really the son of the previous Emperor?
What am I
Dude,
trying to do?
I need like
Get it?
a chart with like
Soon after,
like a family chart going on, because like, ooh, things are getting confusing.
for a tea party.
This way, Lady Gyokyo. There's plenty of time before
Look at those peaches.
just up here.
Thank you. I think we'll do that.
Lady Gyokyo is often drowsy, a symptom of early pregnancy.
Yeah. Sleepy girl. I get that.
In meeting outside the rear palace for tea?
True, but still, it's being held in the inner court, where the Emperor resides.
Exactly, and that's what makes it so scary. When was the last time get there. Our Lady Gyokyo is pregnant, and the Empress Dowager is aware. So why right now?
I do see your point, but I think we can trust the Empress Dowager to be discreet.
Oh, there's no question she will. But there's no telling what the other concubines will think.
Lady Gyokyo's pregnancy is an open secret at this point.
Pretty much. I feel like everybody knows.
There could be a more direct probe. My guess is Lady Lihua would avoid asking any questions that could backfire on herself.
Oh man.
Also, she's a very proud woman. She wouldn't try to undercut others. It would also be a bad idea for Lady Gyokyo to pick a fight with her, since her bloodline is more noble. If her ladies-in-waiting urged her, Lady Lishu might say something, but I doubt that head lady-in-waiting / former taster would step out of line.
Probably not.
That leaves concubine Lowland as a possibility. There are no rumors following her around, aside from the ones about her fashion choices.
Okay.
Maomao, a moment, please.
Oh?
Right.
We got some drama. Tea. Spill
How
it.
can I help?
Your service won't be required at the event. You understand what that means, as taster?
Yes, I do. There won't be anyone testing for poisons at the Empress Dowager's party.
Oh.
It demonstrates our complete trust in her.
Okay.
However, you still have a role to play. It seems the Empress Dowager would like your help with something.
What is that?
Don't tell me someone else has come to you with their problems.
With your help, I wish to know whether I put a curse on the late Emperor.
Seems like everybody
I'd like
comes to
speak
Maomao
alone
with their problems,
Somewhere more private.
to be honest.
Don't answer that. I know you can't tell me. However, I would advise you not to do or say anything that would betray Lady Gyokyo.
Hello?
The last thing I want is to get on your bad side, Lady Hongyang.
Girl.
Then we understand each other. I too would like us to maintain a good relationship.
Yeah, absolutely. If only all the
She's
other
frazzled.
classes ladies as fiercely loyal as the Jade Pavilions.
Very upfront gal. Lord have mercy.
If the Empress Dowager wants to discuss something.
Tip-top shape.
And the pebbles on the dry landscape garden are well laid out too.
Here we are. We can't proceed further. As a matter of fact,
Why?
even the cleaners are allowed to step foot inside of this place.
What? But they're going to anyways? Maybe. Or just open the door.
What is this smell?
What's going
What
on?
is this room?
What is
During
this?
the reign of our emperor's grandfather, these were the quarters of a court lady who was promoted to a low-ranking concubine. That woman would go on to become the empress. This was also
Okay.
where the late emperor was raised, as
Okay.
well as where he passed away. We have more to see.
Okay.
Later, in his
Spooky
final
music.
years, the emperor, his mother, and the so-called empress spent many hours in that room, like they were attempting to cling to past memories. Perhaps from a weakened spirit, the emperor drew his last breath in that room, soon after the empress died, as if chasing after her.
Oh man.
This may sound rude, but he wasn't young when he passed away, correct?
He had reached an age where his death could be described as natural.
Then why is the Empress Dowager so convinced she cursed him?
Yeah.
As far as curses go, I told her they do not exist.
Maybe he was just
But Lady
old.
Ansha said,
I am the one who did it.
What?
I wished he would go away.
Oh.
For the longest time, I wished for it almost every night.
Maybe she just feels bad.
First off, is there anything else to suggest that is what caused his death?
Yeah. Something sketchy.
when the late emperor's spirit left his body, he was placed in a ceremonial mausoleum for a year. Afterwards, our emperor and Lady Ansha took a look at the body before burying it.
Ew.
They were shocked by what they found.
Oh god, what did they see?
When they removed the lid, the body was almost exactly the same as when he had passed away.
What does that mean?
Suggesting that decomposition never took place.
I was about to...
The Empress had
Say, like,
passed
what?
around the same time. While her body was in a state no words could describe, his was.
And for Lady Anshu, that was enough to convince her that the curse was real.
Yes.
Now I understand. This place is cold even
What?
in summer, but every corpse rots and gets infested with insects.
Yeah, I
Unless it's
mean,
placed in ice and
it's just
frozen.
the way that it goes.
If that didn't happen, it would be quite unusual.
Yeah.
Eventually, everyone returns to dust. That's true
Exactly.
for nobles, farmers, no matter the
It
status
don't matter
one
who
is
you
born
are.
into. We are all equals in the end.
And soon, his building will be torn down. We
Okay.
would like you to investigate before that happens.
I will do my best. But first, I need to make one request of you.
What you want, Maomao? Are we gonna... Is this the end of the episode? Ah! It's the end of the episode. Okay. Every episode we are left on a big cliffhanger. Man, it keeps doing this to us. I mean, what else do you expect, right? But things are getting spicy. What are your thoughts? What do you think is going to happen next? Have you already seen what happens next? Let me know in the comments down below. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to hang out with me. And yeah, I really appreciate it. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, do all of the things, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.